Wow, we came so close to going over the fiscal cliff. Thank goodness President Obama cut his Hawaiian vacation short and flew back to Washington to save the day. And thank our lucky stars that the senators and the House members gave up their New Year's plans to work out a compromise, because the country and the world's economy was hanging onto the cliff by its fingertips. And it was all a big sham. The nation is still hanging on by its fingertips. So we raised the tax rate on those making over $400,000 a year. Big whoop. That does nothing to cut the $15 trillion deficit. Nothing. And this whole bag of bunk about keeping taxes from going up in the middle class, if you're a working man or woman, your taxes are going up by 2% because Congress and the president did not extend the payroll tax cut. But there's a whole lot more that's worse than that. Tucked away in the bogus fiscal cliff bill are tax breaks for both NASCAR, Southern Republicans wanted that, and Hollywood, Democrats wanted that. And even though they didn't extend the payroll tax cut for the middle class, the rich and corporations got a whole bundle of tax breaks and loopholes extended. As for spending cuts, none. Not a single one. Those mandatory cuts in defense and Medicare, they've been put off for a few months. You see, when everybody flew back to Washington last week, guess who was already there working hard? Lobbyists. Hundreds of them. You see, the people who buy and sell Washington were there in force to make certain that through the fog of debate, they get theirs. And guess what you get? Until we get the money and the lobbyist out of the process, the rest of us will be barely hanging on. Get the money out of Washington. You know when that'll happen.